Hi, Leo. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a reading to see what is going to be taking off for you next. Like, what is the next chapter about to be for you, Leo? And look at that. We have the Tower card coming out first, okay? So that is something unexpected, and the reading is about what's about to take off for you next. So for the Tower card to be there, it's obviously taking off pretty quickly. The Justice card. So this has to do with your purpose in some way with the Justice card. It has to do with a karmic contract. With these two major arcanas here, this is something that was unavoidable. Okay, so I'm getting a bunch of different things. So for some of you, this could be an unexpected divorce. I'm more so getting an unexpected commitment, like marriage. This is like even eloping or, you know, moving in together unexpectedly, or like moving in together because something happened, okay? This also could be starting a new business or acquiring property or acquiring somewhere to do a business unexpectedly. So something unexpected is coming in. However, it's a part of your path. It's not a bad thing, I don't feel. The Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands. This is like after a long period of waiting, a long period of feeling like something wasn't popping off for you. Getting big Ace of Wands energy with this. So this is a new start. This is the new start you've been looking for, like a reset. This also feels like a blockbuster work, like blockbuster candle, which I've been working with those heavy, even with our ritual that we just did for the full moon that just happened in Leo. Yeah, this gives like some blockages being cleared, okay? Because it was a long period of waiting for this to come in with the Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands. It was actually becoming a burden, this waiting, okay? Financial burdens, you know, being single for so long, whatever. Yeah, see, this is like the Hanged Man energy reverse. Finally being able to move forward. All right, so let's see. Can I get more about this Justice card so we can get more specific about what is taken off for Leo? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So Spirit is being very clear about you not having to wait for something anymore, okay? Not having to wait anymore. Okay. My cards need to pop. All right. Eight of Cups in reverse. So the ability to return to somewhere, go back to something. This could even be go back to a way of life that you were living before, you were used to living, okay? Okay. We have the Five of Wands and the Three of Cups. So it feels like going back to a period where things were on the up and up for you. Like if you run a business, this is like business success where you had multiple clients. You know, you were being booked all the time. People wanted to be around you. This could even be socially. Like maybe a lot of you went through a long hermit mode where you weren't talking to people or you weren't going out as much. Maybe you took social distancing like a couple more years. Maybe you were still in pandemic mode. I know I've been in like hermit mode for a while now. So some of you, this could be just getting back to socializing. This could be getting back into a group. I know I'm going to be reopening my Queen of Wands group on the 1st. So I plan on having another retreat. We had one in New Orleans already. So I don't know. I'm thinking about coming together more with people myself. So yeah, there's something here about being more active again. So this could literally be physically active, socially, financially active, like more deposits coming in. If you run a business, especially, I'm getting like people buying your product or booking you consistently, okay? And the time frame for this would be now over until like the next 90 days. So I say this is like the next 3 months. Some of you, your dating life is going to be very active. So if you're single, especially, there's going to be like maybe 3 different people, maybe 3 to 5 different people trying to, you know, get to know you, talk to you, be with you, whatever. Your dating life is going to be more active, more dates, even more going out with friends. Yeah, the Four of Wands, I was like, let's get to that. Let's get to the love part because I see that. And I talked about it a little bit earlier, but like I said, this is like, I literally just heard holy matrimony, but this is like unexpectedly getting into a relationship because it's like you're dating more or there's more options and the chances of you getting into a relationship are higher. obviously. So you go from the 5 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. So that tells me that somebody like wins your heart unexpectedly. Like there's a competition for you, or, you know, your commitment, whatever you're looking for. There's someone who takes you off the market. There's a competition for you essentially, and you commit to one of these people. And like I said, this could be over the next 90 days. It doesn't feel like it's far off. It feels like it's happening now, actually, and like over the next couple months. If you're already in a relationship, I have to say that there will be like, I don't want to say temptation, because, you know, I'm not saying that you necessarily would cheat or like look elsewhere, but I will say there will be competition for you. Let's just put it that way. What you do with that is up to you. But I will say that the 3 of Cups here does make it feel like someone will be trying to be your third party, or someone will be trying to like convince you to leave the person you're with now, like that sort of thing. Okay, so let me see, clarify the 4 of Wands. All right, there's a lot that just came out. I have to look at the cards off screen, because if it's like the Star card or the Lovers, I have to hide it. All right, so you have the Emperor, the 6 of Swords, and the Moon card. Yeah, so this is someone with the Moon card here. They're really drawn to you. They could be an Aries, they could be a Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Libra. They could really be any sign. This person's like manifesting you currently, whether you know them or not. Some of you, this person will come in after a move. So if you're moving within the next 90 days, you know, or you plan to, or that's another thing with that Tower and the Justice card originally. That could be an unexpected move. I don't know if I said that, but I did say like moving in together with somebody unexpectedly, or yeah, like this could be you moving, the Tower and the Justice. Maybe you have to move unexpectedly. It doesn't feel like the 5 of Pentacles energy. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting where you have to move because you can't afford to stay somewhere, like eviction. I'm not getting that. But even if it is a situation like that, because that's real life, if it does happen, you will be moving into a much better situation. So it happened because you weren't like leaving the situation yourself. So Spirit, you know, did something that you definitely wouldn't like, but they had to get you moving. So if it is like a situation like that, yeah, for some of you, you know, it could be like maybe a select few of you. I'm not getting that the biggest, but let me see. Yeah, again, it was supposed to happen. If it does, I gotta stop saying I don't see cards. I know, okay. I gotta stop saying that I don't see certain cards, because I'm like, yes, you do. You don't see it, but yes, you do see it. And I'm like, okay, you're right. So some of you, it could be a situation like that, but I will say for this, I will say for the people who that would resonate for, it's like, you know, within the next month, like this is currently happening. This is not like, okay, 3 months from now, you're not gonna be able to pay your rent. I feel like 3 months from now, you'll be in a much better position. I'm saying like for those of you who are like facing eviction within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, I'll say that with the 3 of Swords and the Judgment card, this is something that's currently like going on in your life. Like, you know, it's coming. So this is not for something like 3 months down the line, so you getting evicted. I don't think it's that. Okay, so, you know, but again, the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands is here. So that tells me that for those of you who are maybe experiencing some financial difficulties, we talked about this on the live stream yesterday, that creativity needs to be your forefront right now with the Page of Wands. You need to start creating more financial opportunities for yourself, because like I said, a lot of you guys, the money that I see coming in with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Wands is through a business. I don't care if you have a 9 to 5 that you're like, I'm going to be here for the next 50 years. Okay, cool. There needs to be a side hustle, or there needs to be you using your artistic abilities that Spirit in these readings are very adamant that you have. Okay, so y'all know I don't play games. Y'all know I don't have time to be coddling y'all, be telling y'all that y'all don't have gifts so that you can be comfortable just doing what you're doing. No, you do. So whether you utilize them or not is up to you. But I will say, if you're experiencing that 5 of Pentacles, this is why. The Page of Wands of Judgment, again, like music, spiritual stuff, etc. Okay. And the 9 of Pentacles for me is always a successful entrepreneur. If I'm talking about career, this is somebody who has time freedom. They have money free, financial freedom. You know, they look good. This is somebody who's ready to get married, settle down, because they have all the things that they need. They're not like looking for a partner from a place of the 5 of Pentacles. They're looking for a partner from a place of like, I bring a lot to the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm self-sufficient. You know, I'm healthy, that sort of thing. This is like you know, someone who's in their prime, essentially. And I feel like you can be in your prime at different times of your life. I don't think it's just one period. I think it's how you look at it. But if you're alive, you have the ability to be in your prime for the most part. It just depends on your mentality, is what I will say. And that, you know, everybody may not agree with that, you know, which is fine, but that's just how I see things. Might be because I'm a life coach. I don't know. But either way, yeah. So if you are experiencing some financial issues where you are about to lose something, again, I didn't really see that on the reading last night when we did the live stream. I see most of you all figuring it out because you started to get creative. Like you maybe you sell plates, or you know, if you do tarot readings, you actually start doing readings. Like, you know, you start putting yourself, like, there's something you do that saves you from this. But again, if you just kind of like are like, well, I'm just gonna let things fall where they are, then, you know, you will go through that experience of maybe losing something, but it feels like you'll figure it out, because either way, you're going to have to go back to that. So it's unavoidable, it feels like, with the Tower and the Justice card here as your first cards coming out. And the more you avoid it, the more, you know, things will be difficult for you. They don't have to be. And like I said, for most of you, this is something you already know how to do. It's not something brand new. Okay, so that should give you security in the fact that you're already good at it. You just don't use it as much as you should. Okay, like I'll use myself for example. Mine is music. Okay, so you know, mine is music, and so I'll call myself out, or you know, who else, like my astrology, for instance. I don't use that as much as I use tarot. So it's something that you're already good at. All right, so that should help you all. But yeah, I do see a relationship taking off, but again, it's more like the Nine of Pentacles energy, building yourself up, which makes you so attractive. The Three of Cups, the Five of Wands, all the boys are coming to the yard because the milkshake is milkshaking with the Nine of Pentacles. It's just, they can't help it. It's like honey. All right, so for those who know, you know. All right, I'm about to hop off here. I'm going to pull some oracles. Well, not some oracles, but I'm going to pull some cards from my woman-made deck, as I call it. This deck been through some things. If y'all see stuff on it, it's candle, ingredients, oils, herbs that done fell on this deck. So we have another toxic cycle. So I feel like you're going to be putting ends to toxic cycles, especially in your romantic relationships, but also when it comes to your career. Like I said, you're going to dig yourself out of some sort of toxic cycle with that Page of Wands energy. We have new car, okay? New car. So you have princess treatment in reverse. So that tells me a lot of you all are going to like get yourself out of something. You're not really expecting someone to come in and save you, okay? I do feel like there is going to be someone pretty stable coming into your life with the Emperor card, somebody who knows how to get shit done and is going to be very supportive, but it's like you have to meet this person's frequency. I feel like it's like, and I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like, let's say you're somebody who likes, you know, you want to marry somebody who has a lot of money, right? It's like, okay, have a reason to be at the Gucci store, you know, to like go to the, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's like, okay, I put on my best clothes, I'm looking my best, and I go to the Gucci store. Like, I may not be able to buy something, but I'm in there and I look like I'm supposed to be there. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, okay? If that's your vibe, if, you know, or if not, if you want to marry a freaking flute player, you got to buy practice flute and go to a flute class, right? Okay, anyway. So we have start a new business. Exactly. So we just talked about that. So the cards are explaining what I said. So yeah, I do feel like, see, because you're not expecting this princess treatment, it still comes in anyway. Okay? So you have the next 72 hours in reverse. So also stop expecting quick results, okay, overnight. Because I feel like for some of you, the reason why, not saying it can't happen unexpectedly, I feel like for some of you, it's a situation where you go back and forth between something. Like maybe you already started this thing, but you never took it as seriously, like to make it an actual business, or it's like you expect something to happen quickly. So when it doesn't, you just stop doing it because you're like, maybe that's not the right thing. No, it is. Okay, you're coming in at page level here. Queen of Wands was at the bottom of the deck, but that's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, none of the kings and queens came out in this reading. I pulled a good bit of cards. Okay, so when it comes to whatever this thing is that's about to take off for you, you're coming up as a page in it. So that means that you haven't really stretched your wings in it. You haven't really let it flow. You didn't dedicate even 90 days yet to it consistently every day for 90 days or whatever, 6 days a week, whatever, for 90 days I did this. No, you can't most likely say that about whatever this is. Okay, so we have Taurus in reverse. We talked about that on last night's live, so if you want to find out why the Taurus could be in reverse, check that live out, because I really feel something about Leos and Tauruses are weird. Okay, so yeah, that's why I'll leave it at. I hope that this helps. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.